Former Kansas Secretary of State Kris Kobach is in the news because he is being considered as Donald Trump's immigration czar. Now, this was a position that Trump and Kobach actually joined forces on. It is a position that does not currently exist within the Trump administration. But rather than making Kobach the head of the Department of Homeland Security, Trump has decided maybe this is a better way to go because the immigration czar might be able to go even further than the Department of Homeland Security. Just something to consider. Now, Kobach has put out a list of demands from the White House should he accept this position. And I want to read that list to you. It includes a government jet that would be available to Kobach 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It would actually fly him to visit his family over the weekends. He wants an office in the West Wing. He wants the weekends off to visit said family. He would like to be the Secretary of Homeland Security by November. He also wants to be the main television spokesman for immigration policy. So anyone else who's doing communications work for the Trump administration would not qualify to talk about immigration policy should Kobach accept this position. And then he also wants a guarantee that cabinet secretaries related to immigration defer to him. And if there's ever a dispute between Kobach and these other cabinet secretaries, well, he wants President Trump to mediate the disputes.
Oh, wow.
Other conditions included having a staff of 7 reporting to him, walk-in privileges to the Oval Office, a security detail if deemed necessary, and the title of assistant to the president.
Who wants walk-in privileges to the Oval Office? Like, I feel like a non-knocking, like I'm just gonna come in. Oh God, I saw nothing, Mr. President,
I mean, but what are you gonna see? Him eating like a Big Mac while watching Fox News? Like, it's really the worst that it can get.
Yeah, or like just holding a picture of Ivanka.
Oh. Something was just communicated in my ear that I will not repeat.
So you want to think about he has this laundry list of demands and pay rates and I guess access to everything he wants that will be above other folks that have been there. This guy was Secretary of State, lost I think a governor race, set up the voter fraud commission or something when they were trying to limit people's voting rights. That dismantled within months. What is his? This is so much more failing up than anything else. All you gotta do is go to an idiot president and say, "Hey, give me all this because I've been kissing your butt all over TV."
Well, here's what Trump likes about him. Now, let me also note that Trump is considering one other person for this position. Trump also has been considering others for the role, including Kenneth Cuccinelli, the former Virginia Attorney General. Now, it's unclear as to whether or not Cuccinelli has made similar demands. I would assume not, because that would probably be in the news as well. But if Kobach is, facing some competition and he's putting out some crazy demands, maybe Trump will go with someone else. I don't know. They're both terrible.
Those demands are hilarious, though, because some of them, the one that's like must be media spokesperson on anything immigration related. The administration must be like, well, that sounds pretty good.
But here's the thing.
I mean, do you want?
I don't want to talk about that.
Also, Kobach is clearly a front runner because 2 K's in his name, So just his middle name also.
If only it had that third, then you can really lock it in.
Right, exactly.
But here is how he appeals to Trump. He does it through appearances on Fox News where he says things like this.
Why is it so hard for the administration to enact the policies the president ran on?
Well, I think the biggest impediment, actually, Tucker, has been the Department of Homeland Security itself. Leadership at that agency for the past 2 years, ever since the president took office, has been unwilling to execute many of the president's plans. And I can say from direct personal experience, I have been in the room when the president has given express orders to leadership at DHS and been assured that, yes, those orders will be carried out. And then a year later, nothing has happened. So there has been deliberate foot dragging, and I think that's why you're seeing the White House take the necessary steps to clean house at DHS and put people in, hopefully, who will quickly execute what the president orders. I mean, it was the president who was elected, not the agency.
Oh yeah, because former DHS Secretary Kirstjen Nielsen was really guilty of foot dragging when it came to carrying out all of the hideous things that the Trump administration wanted, including putting children in cages.
This is a pay up. You're looking to come forward and get what you've done all your work so hard for. We wonder what kind of people like to work for Trump. Same type of people that Trump is. You end up doing these bad things or doing these backwards things, and you're like, I'm ready to get paid up. Hey, by November, I should be leading this department by now. Who takes a job and says, by November, give me, we can't get minimum wage hikes. No. But you're gonna walk in and say, hey, I deserve the job by November.
Two points of like just information. One, Ryan Zinke was fired for having a private jet. Like Zinke was fired for doing the exact same things that Kris Kobach is demanding. Thank you. In case people didn't know what a jet looked like. But like, right, Ryan Zinke was like, well, I need to fly everywhere. Like all these goons and grifters and idiots, basically, they don't understand that when you work for the president and you work in the cabinet, you don't get things handed to you. Like you are not the president. Sorry. And like as much as that office has been debased at this point, you don't get a private jet. And like again, Zinke, Scott Pruitt, all these people that were fired for that kind of like ridiculous royal treatment. The second thing, Kris Kobach is a perfect contender for this job as immigration czar because he was the architect of SB 1070 in Arizona with Sheriff Joe Arpaio, right?
That's what Trump loves about him. Yeah. So that's one of the reasons why he's being considered for this role. He is willing to go much further than Kirstjen Nielsen was willing to go, and Kirstjen Nielsen, as we all know, went pretty damn far. So something to keep in mind as this position gets chosen. And let me just also note that there are several important positions within the Defense Department that the Trump administration has not filled. And it's because his number one, he's very narrowly focused on the immigration issue. It's been a winning campaign strategy for him, and that's what he's gonna keep going for.
Like what you see? Click the subscribe button below and don't forget to ring the bell to never miss another video from the Young Turks.